It's official. Victor Gyökeres is an Arsenal player.
Victor Gyökeres to Arsenal. Here we go.
After months of speculation, the Gunners have made their move, signing one of Europe's most ruthless strikers. 54 goals, 13 assists, and not a single penalty among them. This isn't hype. This is production. At 27, Gyökeres arrives in North London at the peak of his powers. And for Mikel Arteta, he might just be the missing piece. The final weapon in a team that's been on the verge of greatness for 3 seasons. But how exactly does he fit into Arsenal's system? What challenges lie ahead? And could this be the move that finally breaks City's grip on the Premier League? This is Victor Gyökeres to Arsenal, the final piece of the puzzle. Let's break it all down, from question mark to world class. When Victor Gyökeres joined Sporting CP in 2023, there were doubts. Could he step up from the English Championship to top-level European football? He answered that quickly and emphatically. In his first season, he scored 43 goals and provided 15 assists in 50 matches. His game matured with every appearance. Confidence, sharper movement, smarter decisions. He evolved into a complete forward. Then came 2024-25. That's when he exploded. 54 goals, 13 assists, 52 games. No penalties padding those stats. No system spoon-feeding tap-ins. Just relentless, intelligent, hard-earned goals. Whether it was a Europa League night or a Premier Liga midweek clash, Gyökeres delivered. That kind of elite consistency is rare. And at 27, he's entering his prime. Yet this version of Gyökeres wasn't born overnight. It was built. The journey from Sweden to stardom. Born in Sweden in 1998 to Hungarian heritage, Gyökeres began his career at IF Bromopojkarna, a club known for producing talent. Even as a youth player, he was stronger, smarter, and more mature than those around him. In 2017, Brighton signed him, but that's where the challenges began. He couldn't break into the first team, spending time with the U23s and going out on loan. For many players, that might have killed momentum. Not Gyökeres. He kept grinding, moving to St. Pauli in Germany, then Swansea, and finally Coventry City. That's where everything changed. At Coventry, he was the main man. 22 goals and 12 assists in his final season there got him noticed, and Sporting took the gamble. Now, 2 seasons later, he's become one of the deadliest strikers in Europe. The skill set, more than a goal machine. What makes Gyökeres special isn't just his finishing, it's the total package. His first touch, sharp and intentional. His frame allows him to shield and turn, and his dribbling, especially for someone his size, is elite. He can carry the ball through midfield, beat defenders in tight spaces, and power through 1v1 duels. In the box, he's decisive. One touch, quick look, shot. He finishes with both feet, his head, from close range or outside the box. He's ruthless and efficient. Off the ball, that's where he becomes invaluable to a tactician like Arteta. Gyökeres drags defenders out of shape, presses aggressively, and creates space for teammates. He drops into midfield to link play, drawing fouls, winning duels, and keeping attacks flowing. He's physical, technical, and hardworking. In short, a modern striker. Why Arsenal need him? Let's not sugarcoat it. Arsenal are on the brink. They've come agonizingly close in 3 straight seasons. In 2022-23, they led the Premier League most of the way, only to collapse late and watch City overtake them. In 2023-24, it was Liverpool who edged them out. They've built an incredible team. Ramsdale and Raya in goal. Saliba and Gabriel forming an elite backline. Rice and Odegaard dominating midfield. Saka and Martinelli terrorizing flanks. But one thing has consistently held them back. No reliable number 9. Gabriel Jesus, technically gifted but inconsistent. Kai Havertz, useful in spells but not a natural striker. Arsenal need a ruthless finisher, a player who guarantees 20+ goals, especially in games where the system isn't clicking. That's exactly what Gyökeres offers. The Haaland effect. This is Arsenal's Haaland moment. Pep Guardiola's City had everything in place, except a true striker. Then they signed Erling Haaland, and everything clicked. The treble followed. Arteta's blueprint is almost complete, but he needs that one player who turns half chances into goals and elevates everyone else. Gyökeres can be that player. How he transforms Arsenal's attack. Arsenal often struggle against low-block defenses. They dominate possession but can't always break through. Gyökeres changes that. Most of his goals come from within 12 meters, a zone Arsenal reach regularly but don't always exploit. He's clinical in tight spaces. He doesn't need time or room, just the ball and a split second. And he doesn't just wait in the box. He drops deep, creates overloads, and gives Odegaard, Martinelli, and Saka more room to operate. That link-up play is crucial. Arsenal's attack becomes more dynamic, more flexible, more dangerous. Then there's Europe. Arsenal are back in the Champions League and need players who thrive under pressure. Gyökeres scored 3 times in European competition this season and showed he can handle the big stage. He's also a tactical asset. With Havertz, Trossard, Martinelli, and now Gyökeres, Arsenal become unpredictable. He can lead the line alone or play alongside a second forward. His strength offers something Arsenal haven't had since Olivier Giroud, a plan B, weaknesses to watch. No player is perfect, and Gyökeres has areas to improve. First, his pressing output. Arteta demands high-intensity defense from his attackers. Right now, Gyökeres averages just 1.0 defensive actions per 90 in Europe. That's not enough. For comparison, Gabriel Jesus presses far more frequently. The good news, it's coachable. Arteta has improved players' defensive contributions before, Havertz and Kedia included. With guidance, Gyökeres can get there. Second, his aerial ability. At 6 feet 2 inches, you'd expect dominance in the air, but he wins just 0.75 aerial duels per 90, a surprisingly low number. He needs to improve his timing, positioning, and aggression to become a threat on set pieces and crosses. Finally, the Premier League challenge. We've seen top scorers from Portugal struggle with England's pace and intensity. Gyökeres has shown promise in Europe, but the weekly grind of the Premier League is a different beast. The question is, can he adapt quickly enough? Verdict: go all in. If Arsenal sign Victor Gyökeres, they're not just signing goals. They're signing identity. They're adding the final piece to a project nearly complete. The hunger, the mobility, the finishing, he has it all. He's reminiscent of Robin van Persie in his prime. Not just a striker, but a focal point. With Odegaard behind him and Saka and Martinelli flanking him, Arsenal's attack becomes unplayable. Yes, there's risk. But so was Haaland. So was Van Dijk. So was Fabinho. Gyökeres isn't a gamble. He's a statement. Should Arsenal go all in on him? Absolutely. Don't forget to subscribe and check out our latest videos.